Peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, pledges $2 billion towards education and homelessness. And as we all know, he's the richest man in the world by a large amount. And the wealth that he has amassed hasn't come without, a lot of controversy, a lot of mind-boggling thoughts about the way that Amazon runs their operation. Some people talk about the poor working conditions in its facilities, and that he doesn't do enough good for the poor or for the public good. And it seems like Bezos is trying to simmer down all of the chatter to quell it. And he announced the launch of the Day One Fund in order to start preschools and assist homeless families. The fund will allegedly help organizations and shelters provide services for homeless families and will put money towards building a network of free Montessori-like schools for underprivileged communities. If our own great-grandchildren don't have lives better than ours, something has gone very wrong, said Bezos in a statement shared on Twitter last year. Said that he wanted to use philanthropy to help solve society's issues in the here and now. And the source is Twitter. So that's pretty interesting. That Bezos is pledging $2 billion towards education and homelessness, and it'll be interesting to see if that actually manifests and what happens, because usually when people pledge large sums of money to help society, it ends up getting into the hands of those whom see the vision of the person, but they come in with their own crooked, corrupt motives, right? To try to get their hands on that money. And that's part of what's wrong with our society, man. It's all about me, and not looking out for the next person, not looking out for the greater community, right? We get a chance to get some money, and then greed kicks in, and there's nothing wrong with capitalism, but the problem is the greed that comes along with it, right? You're blessed to make millions of dollars, and you still just want to capitalize off the poor, right? Once you get to a certain level of wealth, then your whole mindset should be about helping people, man. Right? Creating opportunities for other people. And it's like some of the hardest working people in America are some of the lowest paid. Right? While you have a lot of these crooked, corrupt, surreptitious executives walking around in suits, making the type of wealth that the world has never seen before with these bonuses, but they crooked, man. They corrupt. But you want to pay your employees who work the hardest the least? Well, you might say, well, it's not that much mental exertion involved in it. Well, hell, it might be physical exertion involved with it. Then they usually, in a lot of situations, they the people that's the first face you see in the business. For example, a teller. They deal with your customers, your clients. A lot of times they put up with people's attitudes and all kind of stuff. And at some banks, they make $11, $12 an hour. While you got the executives getting $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $1 million bonuses, man. That's greed. Then you got the cost of inflation rising, right? The American dollar getting weaker as they continue to print more dollars and put them in circulation. It devalues the money that's already in existence. So you got people out here working these type jobs that are the face of the company, making $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour while inflation is rising. So they're barely able to make ends meet in some situations. But I think it's a beautiful thing that Bezos is pledging $2 billion towards helping homeless. The scripture says, inasmuch as we have not done to the least in society, that we have not also done unto our creator, or until our creator's representative, Jesus, was speaking, right? So it's no use in praising God when he gives more than any of us, and we have a hearty heart towards the poor. See, we walk around proud and arrogant when we begin to amass wealth, like it can't be taken away from us. See, that's why I say God is the master maneuverer on the chessboard, moving the chess pieces. And even the mega rich and mega wealthy, they're being moved and they don't even know it. Those who have a lot of money, who walk around proud and arrogant. But Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said one day you will see a rich man smoking his money away, right? Because it'll be worth nothing. So you might end up in a bread line one day. You say, well, I have survival kits. I have emergency kits. I have a backup plan. Okay. Well, the Lord of the worlds, our God, has come to set justice in the earth and set down every tyrant. You say, well, I have all of the money. Well, our God can send a hurricane. Our God can send an earthquake. Your survival kits, all that you have cannot save you today. Huh? So what if you have $100,000, $200,000 worth of food stored? What are you going to do when that earthquake comes? Huh? We cannot run from our God when he gets ready to deal with us. The power that he has to send a tornado through your infrastructure. Huh? We can't deal with the forces of nature. So we all have to understand and walk the earth with a degree of humility today. And not be so proud, because the scripture says pride goeth before destruction, and a hardy spirit before a fall, right? Famine is coming to America, right? We haven't seen anything yet. We haven't seen anything. So if Jeff Bezos is able to do what this report says, that's a beautiful thing. Education must be rooted in truth, right? Not a Eurocentric based education where the darker native people of the earth, they don't know their true history, their true culture. And that's what's wrong with society. Even white people, that's what's wrong with you. You're not being taught your true history. You're getting taught a very limited, tainted history, right? If you knew the real wickedness of your ancestors, woo, you only know a tad bit of what your ancestors have done to get you to where you are right now. And that's why you really need an alternative education that's rooted in truth. That would help you to walk the earth in more humility, right? That's what's wrong with society. We get a little knowledge, and we be feeling ourselves. But you know, there's a balance that's needed, and that balance is truth. And there's not enough truth in society today. So you know, education is good, but it must be a proper education that allows us to see how all people have benefited to the onward march of civilization, right? So that's just my few thoughts about this. Salute to Jeff Bezos, if it is true that he's pledging $2 billion to help education and homelessness. Hopefully it'll get into the hands of those who truly desire to see that vision manifest. I'm not going to say what Jeff Bezos' intentions or motives were in allocating those funds. Our Creator is the best knower, you know. And even though you have a lot of wicked people on the earth, sometimes God will tap into the hearts of those with a lot of capital, right? He's maneuvering the chessboards. We just have to see what manifests before we can make a judgment about a person's intentions. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.